Hello, my name is Paul Borowski, and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan, and I'm here to bring y'all our Business Plan Writers tip number 69, which is laborious labor and startup costs. And what I mean by that is when you're writing your business plan, make sure to include a section in your plan that is going to address your labor and your startup costs. And what I mean, the way that I structure my plans for my financial analysis is I'm always going to start with titling this section Financial Projections. Then I'll just give a brief highlight or a brief overview of what my projections are going to be. I state what my assumptions are. And from there, I go into, if it's already an established company, I'll talk about the financial ratios and financial highlights. And once that's done, I'll go ahead and estimate what the daily sales are going to be. Once I'm complete with that, now it's time to start talking about some labor and some startup costs. The reason that I single out labor as compared to all my other expenses is because usually labor is going to be your most expensive expense for most companies. And when you're projecting your labor, make sure to start with how many people you're going to have once you open your doors. So for example, with this company right here, this is my other company. It's starting with 9 tutors, and then make sure you put an average rate of pay. Obviously, not all the tutors are going to be paid $20 an hour. Some 18, some 24. However, it's an average, because all we're doing, just keep in mind, I can't stress this enough, when you're doing projections, all we're doing is estimates. We're trying to predict the future. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody can predict it. Their projections for the long term to the penny. So we have to deal with averages and assumptions. And so from there, just make sure you just get an average of what your employees are going to be, and include the health care, and include the benefits, include the taxes. Go a little bit high, because again, we're just guessing. So the more details you put into it, the more spots you're going to be wrong. So you might as well just round it up a little bit and do an average with your labor. And for this right here, I go with $30,900 on a monthly basis. Now, another thing is a lot of companies, they like to, one of the costs they like to cut is their labor costs. If they think if we can pay our people a little bit lower, then we're going to have higher profits. You start doing that, you're going to be killing yourself in the long run. Because in the current economic marketplace, labor is at a premium. So if you're not offering higher pay to your employees, then guess what? They're going to be going to your competitors. Also, if you offer them above average pay, they're going to be more loyal to your company. And your customers are going to see that. That's going to help you in the long run as well. So just keep in mind, if you're going to cut costs, I would strongly recommend not starting with the labor, even though it's going to be your highest expense. If you're going to bite the bullet on your profits, then bite the bullet on your profits. Take care of your people. All right, with that said, and again, that's just my own little personal opinion. All right, with that said, dive into the startup cost. Again, when you're starting out, even with a business plan, just go broad. Initial build out $75,000, working capital $15,000, computer, software, printer. You can, once you have an estimate of how much you're going to need to start up, $100,000, then you can break out each one of these categories into a different spreadsheet and go into details, but you don't need to keep those details in your business plan. Because you don't need to share with the reader your play-by-play description. You give them a summary. Hey, look, this is what I'm going to be doing. And B, even if you're using this as an internal document, you want your business plan to be at least moderately something you can go through and review. And this information right here can be into a different spreadsheet somewhere else. You don't have to have a 500-page document, that you have to sift through every time you want to make an update. So keep your information in your business plan succinct for several different reasons, and also make sure you address your labor and make sure you address your startup costs in your business plan. So hopefully this information is helpful, and if you all need some help writing a business plan, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Also, if y'all are starting a business, I do have a book out, and it's starting businesses like playing a video game. So picked it up on Amazon. If y'all need some help raising funds, I've got a book out on that as well, which is a complete small business guide to raising funds in 2019. And like I was saying before, if y'all need some help writing a business plan, my number is right here, and I'd love to work with you. Thank you.